Welcome to the Philam Live 7's Football League, and the match at hand for today, Superbad FC and the Nomads in a women's division matchup. And it is my pleasure to bring the very first one here to you here on 5+. I'm Paulo de Rosario alongside the Bacolod Smile, Ivan Gallares. Ivan, a pleasure working with you for the very first time. And we have two teams here who have a bit of history because of where they get the base of their players from.
Well, we have Superbad Azzurri going up against Nomads FC here in our women's division, and Superbad has a core of players from the championship players from LaSalle, and while itong Nomads FC, they have players from Ateneo as well.
Well, let's take a look at the participating teams dito sa women's division natin, and apart from these two clubs, they also have big names like Kaya FC, Stallions as well. Also, the Bohemian Sporting Club being part of that. And it's nice to see the women's game growing here in the 7's Football League. And these girls are all subject also to the same tournament format as the men. So let's take a look at that right now. The top 8 teams from our 12-team field will move on to the playoffs. Let's take a look first at the lineup of the Superbad Azzurri FC. And we are looking at the names that we have here, Ivan, and you want in particular to take a look at Andaya, who could be a deciding factor here in this game.
Well, Nicole Andaya is a veteran of the game, especially in the college division, where she won titles with De La Salle University. And this will be very interesting to see her on the 7th pitch.
Well, for the Nomads women's, you have a lot of good names there who played well in colleges as well, but there is one in particular who has shined for the national team setup in Joyce Emesio.
And Joyce Emesio is really the veteran in this Nomads team. She carries the brunt on the midfield and very tactical, very smart, very creative, and she will be very good on the pitch today, I think, Paulo.
Exciting game we have for you, Superbad against Nomads, and kickoff is here when we return. Welcome to the McKinley Hill Stadium for the Philam Live 7's Football League, and a shot right off the bat there coming from Superbad. That's the team in green. They're going up against the Nomads, the girls in pink today. And special occasion here because this is the first women's game we are covering here on 5+ in the Philam Live 7's Football League at the McKinley Hill Stadium. I'm Paulo de Rosario, alongside with the reason why the Bacolod City is a city of smiles, Ivan Gallares. Sir, pleasure to be working with you for the very first time, and you were talking to both these teams a while ago, and there's familiarity there because of an age-old school rivalry, if I'm not mistaken.
Before all of that, thank you very much, Paulo, for that very warm welcome. Exciting matchup we have today between Nomads and Superbad Azzurri. So mainly because both teams have a certain base of schools that they're from. With Superbad in green, most of them are from LaSalle, and the girls in pink are from Ateneo.
So yes, a classic Ateneo-LaSalle rivalry shows up here and the Philam Live 7's Football League. And for those who are not too familiar with the rules here, it is a 7-a-side game, 25-minute halves. It is running substitution, so pwede kayong lumabas-pasok in a very quick fashion. And also, binibilang po natin yung mga foul. So every foul na binibilang, parang basketball, may penalties that will be incurred after the 5th foul. Now a chance here for Superbad, the team in green off the break there, but good defending at the middle for the Nomads girls. And yung Nomads is one of the most historic clubs dito sa Pilipinas, with them being part of the football scene since the 1900s almost. And ito naman yung Superbad, a very new club with its manager, captain, team player, and overall nice guy, Iggy Halili, who plays for the men's team, is now here managing the women's team as well. So two clubs dito with opposing histories, different histories, but we are still expecting fireworks here in this game.
Well, both teams have had experience, especially itong Nomads team. They have a very youthful squad with the likes of Eloria Dags and Joyce Emesio from Ateneo, a player before in the UAAP. So you would expect a lot of fireworks coming from this very youthful squad. Balik naman tayo dito sa Superbad. Players like Angela Losada up front, who are futsal experts. And also we have UAAP veterans and sila Nicole Andaya and Macy Del Carmen here.
Well, Hales with the shot there for Nomads a while ago, that was straight to the keeper. And right now, both teams very aggressive. And I'm going to let you know right now, for those who think that the women's game may be easier to play or hindi kasing physical, then you probably have not played with women, because I'm telling you right now, they have a lot of skill and force in the way they play. And there's a chance, and the first goal coming from Nomads. Semasio getting on board first to make it 1-0 for Nomads.
Well, Joy Semasio showing us her veteran smarts in this game. She has been with this squad for a bit, for already 2 seasons here in the Philam Live 7's Football League. And as you can see, a very glorious finish from the veteran striker.
Well, Superbad caught off the break. There are not enough defenders going against Nomads on that occasion. So not a great start here for the Superbad girls, as Nomads will try to double up here. Pero dito sa 7's Football League, no lead is safe. So sobrang liit ng field, and the fact that the action is back and forth almost the entire game, you cannot rest.
Of course, Paolo, because when you stop here, the field is very small, and basically you have to be on your toes all the time.
Well, Superbad a while ago conceded that goal with basically only one defender back. So it'll be interesting to see kung paano sila mag-adjust dito, kasi yung Nomads ngayon, nakita natin, parang grupo sila umaatake. Oh, here's another chance, and almost a goal there. Hits the post, but the keeper could not keep that out. 2 quick goals there coming from the Nomads girls.
And the girls are really showing up in this game. They've been seasoned already. Andy Tiongson with that goal, the number 23. These girls have played together for a while, usually from high school. Coach Shane Cosgrove has really done his job with these girls, and especially integrating the other veterans in the team.
Well, 2-0 right now for yung Nomads girls dito. And for Superbad, alam naman natin that they have the talent, especially with the veterans of the UAAP, the different college leagues, and alam naman natin that they are actually still very good weekend warriors, and they are trying to make sure that they stay fit and be active in the game. So don't count Superbad out just yet. Pero sa ngayon, Nomads up 2-0.
Superbad has to pick up their performance here, because itong Nomads team medyo, dahil matagal na talaga sila magkakasama, as you can see from that nutmeg from the number 4, Nikki Harris. They have gelled already before the start of the tournament. So it's the onus is now to Superbad to really show their veteran smarts in these situations.
Sa ngayon, yung Superbad nakahanap ng response dito. And si Superbad as a club, we've seen them rise from the WFL level. Yan yung pinamalaking recreational league dito sa Pilipinas, in the Metro Manila area at least, has been running for years. From there, they've come up with a team dito sa 7's Football League men's division, and now the women's division as well. So it's great to see a club like that expanding and having more and more divisions part of them. But right now, trying to build from the top up. Wala pa yata silang youth teams in their organization. But on the other hand, si Nomads naman, they have had the youth tradition, the women's tradition. They have been building up to live up to the name of Nomads for a very, very long time. And so far, we are seeing that shine here.
And you can see the experience from the girls, especially in these kinds of tournaments. They've been there for a while back. Superbad has been one of the most organized amateur football clubs in this area of the Metro, and they have been very good in the men's 40 and above, and the pro divisions as well. I mean the semi-pro divisions, and you would really be excited in watching them on the pitch.
A lot of pride for Superbad whenever you play them. I played against them in the WFL level as well, and I can tell you right now, it's never a fun occasion playing against a Superbad team, and I'm assuming it is the same for every level, especially here in the 7's, where in the competition, after every season has started to heat up more and more. Chance now for Superbad has been snuffed out almost immediately by Nomads. Ivan, sa ngayon, ano yung nangyayari sa Superbad at hindi sila nakaka-atake?
Right now they're a team in transition. They're trying to consolidate their midfield. So medyo nahihirapan pa silang pumasok because of this youthful legs ng Nomad squad. But the midfield is consolidating really. They're trying to feel their movements so far, and being 2 goals down is a bit of a challenge. But probably give them a few more minutes and they'll probably score a goal.
There was a chance there for Superbad, just trying to bounce that off, not allowing the keeper to catch it, but in the end, it goes out for a throw for the girls in pink. Cosgrove now bothered there. Chance again for Superbad in the attacking third, but loses the ball at a critical moment. Ito na naman yung Nomads on the attack once again. They scored 2 quick goals to go 2-0 up here. And you have to feel na si Superbad, they have to start controlling the breaks, the transition attack of Nomads if they want to survive this game.
Yes, exactly. And Nomads just hanging out on the back and picking their best time to do on the counter attacks. And Superbad, you could see them. They're trying their best to get the ball in the middle, but the early pressure from Nomads is very telling for them.
Del Carmen's pass goes out, as Nomads is actually the top club here dito sa women's division, while Superbad is the 9th out of 12 teams here. And for those wondering, sino yung mga teams dito sa women's divisions, of course, you have Kaya FC and their newly formed women's team. Stallions has had a long history of having strong women's teams, especially with a certain Tasha Alquiros, who plays very, very well for them. Our partner here sometimes on the call for you. Of course, Bohemian Sporting Club also has a women's team as well, formed of a lot of more veteran weekend warriors. And of course, looking at every team here, there is no game that you can say na it's a sure win no matter what. Even though Nomads is at the very top, you cannot count Superbad, the 9th place Superbad, out of this game.
Yeah, exactly, Paolo. The women's game is littered with a lot of former collegiate standouts and national standouts as well. As you can see in the top 4, you have Kaya, who is mostly national players, and Stallion, ex-national players as well, just a little bit older in the average.
Don't let them hear you say that. Oh, and a chance there for Superbad to get their first goal, but a block there by the center back.
Itong Nomads, they have been Patty Francisco has been solid at the back, the number 5, and she was actually a bit late in this game, but she arrived on time just to make it for this starting list. And Nicole Andaya and the rest of Superbad should really put the pressure on these young kids dito sa Nomads FC.
Hales wins it back in the midfield for Nomads. Cosgrove ahead of them. Trying to go to the wing again, pero unable to get that through. The ball will be a throw-in for the pink shirts at a very dangerous position, finding Cosgrove there.
Now, Cosgrove is the designated striker for Nomads.
Oh, but losing the ball at a dangerous position. Superbad have a chance to break right now. Good turn. Chance for Andaya on the right side. She crosses that in low. Good defending there, blocking the sight line on goal. Now it's a chance for Nomads to strike on the break. They have the numbers 4 against 2, but the pass goes straight to a Superbad player. Another chance there, and that just skims the bar for Hales.
And what a very enterprising attack there from the Nomads. They've been very good on the break so far. They know their movement. They attack the space, and what we saw was the ball grazing the crossbar, but a tip from the goalkeeper as well.
Chance now for Nomads from the corner. Interesting to see how they play this. Pero a while ago, nakita ulit natin na on the break, kulang yung depensa ng Superbad. Just in terms of numbers, it was a 2-on-4 break a while ago in favor of Nomads. And they'd be kicking themselves not being able to convert on that occasion.
Now they have changed defenders already, the Superbad squad. They put Marilyn Ledesma, a former LaSalle veteran, at the back in place of Meiji Yamamoto. So should be a steadier lineup at the back, but they're here to get that goal and maybe get the equalizer later on.
Velocilio could not get that through, as it is Nomads again back on the attack. And see, Nomads again, they attack in waves, in groups, as Cosgrove's tame shot goes straight to the keeper. And we have yet to see Superbad to really adjust that, trying to stop the break and really build something up on their own. Velocilio now unable to get that, ball runs out for throw-in.
Well, they have to be more patient, especially on the break, because they're playing against younger players, players who have played one whole season of 7's football already, and Superbad is a fairly new team, to be honest, and they should do so much better, especially here in the midfield.
Chance now for Superbad. Can she get to it before it crosses out? Yes, she does, and that will be a goal kick.
Oh, Marga Belusilio very hasty in that occasion. She tried to swing that ball already to Andaya, who was in front of goal, but she ran out of real estate, and as you can see, Joyce Himasio leading this midfield attack. Probably one of our candidates for early Women of the Match.
Well, you look at that again, and a while ago, before that move was stopped, a chance again for Nomads to strike, but that one is wide. Thing is, isn't it an issue right now? Because on this occasion, once again, we saw the two defenders of Superbad there right in front of the penalty box. Pero wala yung midfielders ng Superbad to add on the pressure and make sure that they lose the ball. And a chance here for the Nomads, if she can get to it, unable to keep it in.
Well, Superbad needs to really consolidate that midfield, because Agustin in the middle, when she came in, she really controlled the pace. But now they have to do so much better. They've been trying to go for that goal for them, but they should try to be more patient in that part of the game.
That forward move does not amount to anything for Superbad once again, as Nomads will have the chance to build from the back.
Nomads have been very patient. They just letting, playing with the ball on their feet, trying to get that open person up top. They try to, do the press immediately in the corners. That's why they got 2 quick goals in the early going.
Andaya trying to beat her defender on the run, unable to do so, and concedes possession there. Again, Nomads attacking with numbers. Keeper had to stop that, and mercifully the pass was not accurate. Ball goes straight to Andaya once again, who loses it. Poor touch there. Ball will go to Nomads.
Well, fitness is a key factor here in this matchup. So, especially in 7's football, you have a smaller pitch. You have to be reactive in the sense of the word. You have to be, you could be in attack and be a defender in a split second. So you can see that the Nomads girls have a slightly better fitness against their veteran counterparts.
Ball out there for Superbad. And ito naman yung Nomads ito. We all know that they are younger, but then it feels like this group obviously has more understanding of each other's games so far, at the way they attack and the way they move, the way they move together as an entire group, overwhelming the Superbad team. Ano yung kailangan gawin ng Superbad is to break that a little as they lose the ball again to Semasio. Semasio leading the break here. It's 4-on-2 once again. Chance for Nomads, and it is wide.
Francisco with that good shot from the wings, but Superbad has to do much better here. Everyone is trying to attack, but no one is there to defend. So, if you're trying to chase for the equalizer, it's very hard, especially if you're in this point.
Good defending there coming from Nomads as the ball goes out there for a corner.
Now Marga Belusilio tried to sneak that one in, but it just wasn't enough para dito sa girls in green and white.
Corner goes nowhere. Semasio now at the middle, beating her defender off the run again. Just pace to burn. Cosgrove is in front of her. Oh, a couple of steps there, loses it in the end. Good fake there, but Cosgrove gets it. Nomads again. Del Carmen with the stop. Almost a miscommunication there. No one was talking to clear that one. And eventually they finally do. But it's Nomads again.
No, Paolo, when if you look at how Nomads plays, they really respect the space of each other. They know the movement of each player, so they don't, because as you can see, Superbad was trying to crowd one of the Nomads players there, but they have been very good in attacking the space and providing that extra ball down the end for their teammates in the final third.
Oh, and a near miss there for Superbad. D-Zone unable to reach that one, as it is now Nomads with another throw-in. Well, there have been flashes from Superbad on the attack, but then disciplined defending from Nomads means it is still a clean sheet for them so far. On good defending there coming from Nomads. Harris had to do a good job there. It's Cosgrove right now running up. Aquilian unable to get that off the errant pass.
Superbad, they should really stop playing individually and try to put the ball on the ground, because most of them, they're just trying to get a goal from all over, and it's not really good, because you have a very good team here with Nomads who use the space very well and communicate effectively on the pitch.
Nomads once again on the right side. Samasho cannot get that through. Still her though. Little cut in and a goal. That was fantastic. Faking out her defender with a cut to make it 3-0 in favor of Nomads.
Samasho taking her time in that run of the play. She just faked the defender and went inside, and effectively a very comfortable 3-0 lead for Nomads girls.
With all due respect to Superbad right now, at least for the last few minutes, they have been completely outclassed by the Nomads girls.
Now they try to do a little change in the midfield. Merle Ledesma going in the middle already. Suchi Gomez coming in with the blonde hair. And number 10, Javier, right up top.
Who checked in for Andaya, who was one of the more productive members of the Superbad team so far in the first half. For those just joining us, you're watching the 7's Football League. Superbad against Nomads. Nomads in pink, Superbad in green and white, as that attack goes out there in favor of the green shirts. 3-0 in favor of Nomads, as the ball goes straight to the keeper. Hasn't really had to work too much today so far, but things can change in an instant. 3-0 would be big in an 11-side game, Ivan, pero dito sa 7's Football, things can change in an instant.
It's still the first half for everyone watching, and there's still a lot of football to be played here at the McKinley Hill Stadium, and Superbad just can still get something from this game. I'm pretty sure the number of veterans that they have, they could really produce from this range.
Oh, and you almost became a prophet there, Ivan. Not only the reason why the City of Smiles smiles, but almost prophetic in that occasion. Chance now for Nomads rather. Samasho, quick feet, a good move, and almost a goal.
That is a very strong futsal move from Joyce Samasho, the veteran. Really just showing up here in this match, just controlling the pace in the midfield, and let's see what she can do some more.
Headed that out. Joyce Samasho has been the player so far for this game. It's a chance from distance there, goes nowhere.
Good movement from Nomads. Basically, they just every time they get a free space in front, they take the shot as much as they can. They're already up 3-0, so they can take risks now as compared to Superbad.
Well, para sa Superbad naman, you cannot get too demoralized because there's still a lot of football to be played. If you lose a bit of confidence, a bit of momentum, that score can grow. The deficit can grow and grow unless they reply soon. Now operating on the left side, talking about Superbad. Joyce Samacho, she was faked out there. Trying to find Javier on the right side, unable to get that.
Belusilio was again impatient on that play. Samacho just faked her on after that.
Chance now for Nomads again. From distance, shot goes straight to a defender. That pass was just bobbled up there, and a chance for Samacho once again. Couple of fakes there. They can't dispossess her. It takes 3 green shirts to do so.
No, you know, Joyce Samacho is the real threat here for Nomads, and Superbad recognizes that, and that gives the chance for the other players to really even score from distance here for Nomads.
Superbad right now still having issues here, trying to really get their foot in the game. They were punched hard by a couple of quick fire goals by Nomads early here in the game, and so far have yet to come up with a strong response. Now operating on the left side, Javier is in the middle making a run. Unable to get it to her there, and the defender just comes out and stuffs that opportunity. Good defending there coming from their number 4, Harris. Samacho again with time and space, pulls up a shot. That one is blocked by a defender.
Good clearance from Bea Pagkalinawan there on that end. So I think Superbad should just really wait for this Nomads team to come forward instead of trying to push there, because their defense has been very resolute at the back with the likes of Pati Francisco on right back. So a lot of changes already made by Coach Shane Cosgrove. Javier already on the pitch. They have that luxury to play all the bench players for Nomads at this point, being 3-0 up.
And you know, with bench players coming in, injection of energy for both teams actually right now. So if you notice, walang tigil yung takbuhan dito, and a chance there for Superbad, but the keeper smart to it, really straight at her. That was number 18, si Belusilio once again for Superbad rather.
Elora was very steady in the goal. She has been very steady with those short chances from Superbad.
Well, 3-0 at the end of the first half in favor of Nomads. Superbad have yet to find the answers. Quick fire goals coming from Nomads really buried Superbad early in the first half. Let's see whether or not they can make a reply in the second. We'll be right back here on 5+.
Hi, I'm Juris Ida Peruhinog of Superbad FC.
Hi, I'm Bea Pagkalinawan of Superbad FC.
Catch AIA Global Ambassador David Beckham
At the Live Better Expo on October 30th.
The Superbad Women's actually is the women's version of the team Superbad FC, who's also playing in the 7's league. Superbad has been around for 10 years, this being their 10th year, and as one of the initiatives of the manager, Iggy Halili, he put up the women's team to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Superbad. So it's our first year together. Onti lang yung mga leagues natin that's for all girls, and it's something that's like this every Sunday. So it's really nice to be with other girls who have the same passion for the sport, and of course the experience of playing, there's nothing like it.
I played football because my dad played football, so when I was young, that was my first sport, and then it was more of a motivation that you have people that inspire you to play, so that's why I continued to play, and of course the people that I'm with also makes me want to keep playing.
My uncles used to play. My mom, as early as I was grade 6, my mom said, okay, go play with your uncles, with your cousins. So it's something that I grew up with. And of course, actually my boyfriend kasi is the manager of the Superbad men's. So I think it was just natural for me to be involved with the managing of the women's team.
After college, men still have like a professional league that they can play. For us women, most of us, we just play for fun during the weekend. So that's the only difference. I guess more of the opportunity and the exposure of women's football versus men's football. I would encourage any girl to play football because one, it's a good sport that you can learn about discipline, you can learn about playing with others, and then you can be with a group of girls that are like-minded than you, are competitive. Even if after college you can't anymore play football, there are leagues that are still competitive like this one that you can play, and the values that you learn from football you can still take with you after college.
I think it was just natural for me to be involved with the managing of the women's team. Football is my sport kasi there's no game like it. Like, there's to get down and dirty and to play with teammates. I just love it.
Hi, we're Superbad FC. Please watch Philam Live 7's Football League every Sunday, only on 5+.
Welcome back to Philam Live 7's Football League. It's Nomads up 3-0 up against Superbad Azzurri. Superbad Azzurri in green and white, Nomads in pink and black in this game. A while ago, we mentioned namin that it is basically an old Ateneo LaSalle matchup with the base of the players of Superbad coming from LaSalle and the base of the players of Nomads coming from Ateneo. But then it has been a bit more than that. So far in the game, the star player is the girl on the ball right now, Joy Semasio, who has been a veteran of the national team setup, and that one just flashed wide in front of goal.
Semasio, the most threatening player on the pitch for Nomads, and she has done wonders for them in the first half, scoring and assisting. She has been all over the pitch, drawing plenty of defenders in, basically leading this Nomads team into a three-goal lead.
Okay, so kaka-halftime lang. If you are Superbad, anong kailangan na adjustments? Parang i-stop si Joyce Semasio, who has been destroying them basically every time she gets on the ball.
Pretty much make sure na hindi talaga hawakan ni Joyce yung bola. Try to block her in all aspects because he has been deadly in everything. And the pink girls have been doing very well so far and just holding back and attacking the weak spots of Superbad.
Well, Joyce Semasio again on the attack. And a good pass and almost another goal there for Nomads. The number 2 unable to control that one, Rapi Javier.
And almost another goal for the girls in pink. They've done pretty well here. Probably you'll see another one after this corner.
Chance there, goes nowhere. You know, easier said than done. So we said that basically don't let Joyce Semasio get the ball if you are Superbad. Pero apart from that, anong kailangan ayusin ng Superbad to make this more competitive, to get their first goal dito sa game na to?
They just have to really, use up the space of Nomads because in Nomads, these players are very disciplined on the ball, especially on the defense. So they usually don't lose the ball in the middle of the pitch. So kaya dapat maging mas prosegido lang sila sa atake nila.
Well, Del Rosario could not get that ball. No relation, by the way. First time actually meeting her.
Andy Del Rosario, one of those weekend football veterans here for Superbad.
Actually, dito sa 7's Football League, maraming Del Rosario. Anton Del Rosario, you have the Andy Del Rosario, and me, Paolo Del Rosario, and I can guarantee that none of us are related. It's just sobrang common lang ng pangalan namin. So, yan. So, I'm sure nahihirapan kaming lahat sa NBA clearance.
Paolo made his debut earlier in Division 2 of the 7's Football.
Let's call it a forgettable debut for now. But right now, it is Superbad with a chance. The most threatening they've looked so far, and it is a goal, the opening goal for Superbad here, making it 3-1 against Nomads.
And very good play there from Superbad. Agustin with the finish there, with Iya Flameno giving that final pass. And like I said earlier, they should just play in their strengths, put the ball on the ground, pass, use their veteran smarts to get back in this game. There's no other way. If you try to do it individually, you wouldn't get anything from this match.
Well, sinabi nga natin that it is a game of two halves, talking about football in general, and 7's is no exception, as Superbad strike first here, and they now have the chance to pile the pressure on Nomads. Alam naman nila that they have the talent to match up with these girls. Let's see whether or not they can make it pay. Nomads now on the attack. Will they be woken up by that goal coming from Superbad? And there's still a lot of time on the clock here.
And it's very surprising for Coach Shane Cosgrove to not play the bench players at this point, because Superbad has already rotated 2 full 7 lineups already in the last 30 minutes. So surprisingly, these girls will get tired eventually.
Lozada with a cross there that ended up nowhere, so it'll be a goal kick for Nomads.
And at least now Superbad has really took the game up to Nomads.
Nomads unable to capitalize on that one again, and it will be a throw in favor of the green shirts.
Just a quick change there from the players gonna throw. The Carmen with that restart, and as you can see here, the Nomads are really just defending 1v1.
Oh, and a lot of space there, and almost a goal coming from Andaya. Here's another shot, and that one goes over.
No, at least now they've settled down really, this Superbad Azzurri squad. Medyo kanina kasi puro gigil lang yung nakikita natin sa kanila. They wanted to score immediately. Now they've recognized na dapat kailangan nilang bagalin din na konti, kasi medyo the only way to beat Nomads is to put the ball on the pitch.
Well, there actually were a few changes for Nomads over at the half, but so far it was actually Harris who was the best defender of Nomads in that first half. She's still on the field right now, and was powerless to stop that first goal, and almost conceded another one through Andaya's shots. Foul there on Superbad. Agustin stuck her foot out to stop Samasho.
Both goal scorers meeting in the middle of the pitch, and the chance here dito sa Nomads. You know that Harris could threaten from this distance. Ito yung girls in pink.
Chance out for Harris. Ball is high and wide, not threatening at all, as Superbad have the chance to build up from the back.
Maybe medyo napapagod na rin tong si Harris playing at the back, because she's been there for almost the whole match, and that's why she shot a bit further than the usual.
A little 1-2 there between Francisco and Semasho, and a shot straight at the keeper.
Now Superbad has to really keep the ball. Hindi lang basta-basta ipamigay dito sa Nomads. If Nomads gets the ball, they're very dangerous, especially on the organized break that they have. They have Joyce Simasho to break the defense. Here comes Superbad.
Andaya from distance and almost sneaking in.
Nicole Andaya has she shot that very well from that range, and I think the keeper got a bit of the ball, but the referee says otherwise. So Superbad should put on the pressure as we are nearing our 40th minute mark.
Little 1-2 there as Superbad dispossesses Nomads in a very dangerous position. Lozada blocked by Harris. Superbad still on the attack here, using a header and almost a goal.
Flameno very smart on that play. She recognized that the ball was floating towards her and drifted away and headed into position, but she didn't have enough space to put that in.
Francisco now on the right side, trying to find Semasho. Semasho wins a penalty after the defender just falls in front of her and impedes her path.
Well, Marga Belusilio with that mistake there, when she fell down, her hands hit the ball. Automatic penalty dito para sa Nomads, and Probably a chance to put the game to bed already for the girls in pink.
But at least at the rate the game has been going, that may be true. But things can be changed quickly. Now it is Rapi Javier who will take this spot kick for Nomads. The left foot is good. 4-1 now in favor of Nomads, lording it over Superbad, who would feel hard done by that considering their bright start to the second half.
Yes, exactly, Paolo. Now that bright start is extinguished by the cool and classy finish from Rapi Javier, and well, there's still time. This is 7's football, and anything can still happen. But they should pile the pressure up with itong Superbad Azzurri.
Andaya unable to get that on target. A bit more urgency there, at least pressuring up top for Superbad, who get the ball back in their defensive third, but immediately give it away here. Chance here for Nomads to make something happen. Semasho wide open in the middle, can't find her to go back to Harris. Harris gives it back to the wing and then almost loses the ball there, but a good move there means, unfortunately for her, put her in a position where she had to concede possession. Dizon. Pressure there by Semasho. Semasho almost saves that and wins throw in.
Oh, here comes Nomads, just attacking that open space by Superbad.
Well, Francisco, who is plying her trade on the right side for Nomads, is a big winger with quick feet, hard to dispossess, and we saw her in action just a while ago doing just that. Dizon right now wins it back for Superbad. Superbad attacking through the middle, past Semasho. Dizon trying to find Femino. And a shot there. Almost a chance to make it 2 goals for Superbad, but good save there from the keeper, active hands. Nomads again on the attack. She's by herself though. Can she find support? Finds Semasho in the middle. Semasho lines up a shot. Goes to a header.
Good header from Marga Belucide there, especially expecting that shot from Semasho. Well, Andy Tiongson for Nomads coming in up top. She has produced very good movement, and medyo nahihirapan tong yung Nomads na bantayan siya kanina, and maybe she can get a goal from this possession.
Corner goes nowhere, but it falls right back to Harris. Jostling in the middle. Semasho, little fake. Almost loses it, but Harris there to save possession again. Trying to find Francisco on the right, unable to do so. The green shirts have a throw in.
I think it will be ideal for Superbad to mark Joy Semasho immediately once she gets the ball. Medyo nakita na rin natin yung mga galaw niya kanina. Tried and tested moves para sa veteran.
Flameno. Trying to find Andaya on the other side. Dispossessed almost, but Andaya keeps it. Now she loses it. Chance there for Nomads now attacking on the right side. Borromeo is allowed to play on, and a chance here. And almost a goal had to be saved there.
Very smart play there from Nomads, which saw Bam Adaw getting that final shot.
Bam Adaw has been very feisty on the left side, saw herself drifting to the middle there. Semasho went to the left. Another chance for her. That one goes nowhere.
Well, Nomads really just playing smart at this point, and Superbad are getting a bit tired already after that second half early pressure from them, which saw them get a goal.
Still a lot of players on the bench of Superbad who can still make a difference. But we have yet to see real wholesale changes for Superbad as they get a free kick here after a handball.
I think Martina Prats and Iggy Hariri should really pick their top 7 players at this point. Maybe they could still get another goal from this match.
Andaya's long-range attempt goes nowhere, and it's a chance one more time for Superbad. Samasha now playing all the way back. Still central though. Almost lazy pass. Almost dispossesses them. Flamengo was all over that, but it'll be a throw-in for the pink shirts. Flamengo chased it, but unable to get a handle on it.
Ilaria has been steady at the back, especially when Superbad tries those chances from distance. Nomads really just playing at this point, using up their players up front to really just get more experience and get a better feel of the game. Dito sa second half ng 7's football match.
Shot is wide there for Samasho, and you know, if you were going to look at her individual highlights about Joy Samasho, you have to really review that first half, and she was unstoppable every time she went on the run. And you feel that right now this Nomads team isn't getting as much success on the break, with Superbad doing better at sitting at midfield, making sure that they can't be broken on the break anymore, being outnumbered a while ago a lot. Here's a chance for Superbad, a shot from distance and a good save down low.
Now Ilaria really steady at goal for the girls in pink, and maybe she's also a big factor that they played very well at this point, because defensively they have done well, but she has done better in the goal.
Samasho with the throw in an advanced position for the Nomads.
All smiles there from Andy Youngson after losing that ball up front.
Now going through the middle now, Andaya. She's been shooting from distance a lot in this game so far. Here's another shot, and that one's wide.
Well, she has really shown that capability in her college years to shoot from a fair bit, and this is really nothing to her. The distance here from the middle of the pitch to the goal is quite short.
But with a smaller goal, accuracy may be on the premium now. Chance now for Superbad. They are on the break. They have the numbers. Andaya lines up a shot, and that is just wide.
Suchi Gomez should have done better there on the second post, especially anticipating probably a pass from Andaya. I think Andaya really intended for that as a pass on the far end, but her teammates just missed a bit on that occasion.
On the left side, Nomads on the attack once again. It'll be a throw-in for the pink shirts.
No, Nomads can be very happy with their performance, especially in the first half. They've done well to put enough pressure on Superbad and force them to chase the game, and eventually, they did concede a bit, but won it all back immediately.
Well, if you're just joining us, you're watching the Philam Live 7's Football League here at the McKinney Hill Stadium. I'm Paul De Rosario alongside Ivan Gallares, and we have a matchup for you between Superbad and the Nomads. Nomads up 4-1, who are in pink right now, and Superbad trying to be more competitive towards the end here. It was 3-0 at the end of the first half after 2 quick goals really set the tone for Nomads in this game. Superbad have shown flashes but unable to be consistent in terms of their pressure and in terms of making sure that they trouble this Nomads team.
Well, Superbad is a fairly new team, so it's expected for them to adjust a bit, but itong girls in pink Nomads team is they're very used to this already after playing one whole season last year and playing favorably well in the last episode of this Philam Live 7's women's division team.
Well, there's a reason why Nomads is the top team of the women's division so far. Superbad at 9th place, but still very early in the season, so that could change very quickly and very dramatically at the end.
Full credit also to Coach Shane Cosgrove for sticking with his favorite 7's lineup, and resulted to a quick 3-0 lead in the first half.
Dizon dispossessed on the right side. Francisco gives it back to Harris. Harris, who's had a great game at the back, has really stifled every single attack, especially in that first half. Dito sa second half, she had a lot more work to do, but then the keeper of Nomads doing a good job making sure that they weren't able to notch more goals than they already did.
Harris and Francisco were both rocks on defense. Well, Simasio, the very slippery Joy Simasio, doing some damage up front in the second half.
You know, and to Superbad's credit, they have fairly limited the influence of Simasio in the game here in the second half. Pero yun nga, that was such a devastating first half for Simasio that it will be tough for Superbad to recover from.
No, but at this point, they will just try to build on this tournament and play everyone on the right positions and maybe learn from this game moving forward, since we're on the dying minutes already of this second half.
Harris dribbling down the middle right now. That's a bit more adventurous for a center back. Oh, and another goal, this time from Simasio on the left side, sneaking that in on the far post.
Oh, clearly your man of the match, Joy Simasio, very technical on that left flank. Just joyfully goes around the defender and slots it in on the far post. Joy Simasio goals this afternoon. The very influential player for Nomads.
For Superbad, 5-1, going towards a 5-1 loss at least here. What were the positives that you saw in their game that they can take going forward dito sa 7's Football League?
I think they have the depth to really challenge down the road, because they pretty much need to play with each other some more. Medyo hindi pa maganda yung pagka-gel nila dito, Paolo, and a good thing is that they have a deep squad that they could use down the road, especially if you get injuries or just being missing on the pitch, and they'll be back for sure. Itong Superbad Azzurri FC.
In terms of Nomads, again on the attack, they're still hungry for more goals. Now on the left side, a shot there hits the side netting.
A good chance there from Nomads. They good pressure even though they're up 5-1. That's how you give respect to the game. You still play hard even though you're up, and you try your best to get a milestone, maybe even a goal for your team.
Goal kick from the back now. Ball will go out for a throw-in for Nomads. And para sa Nomads naman, so far they look like a top contender dito sa women's division, because Superbad is by all means not a bad team. It's just that their quality is definitely shining here. Simasio with a little fake and a little handoff there. Chance now for Nomads to add on to the lead, and oh, what a fake and a goal! One more time for Nomads, making it 6-1. What a fantastic finish.
Like we said earlier, Andy Tiongson was dangerous up top. She really showed with that brilliant piece of individual skill, and just before her goal, and evidently they're up 6-1 here in their afternoon match in the Philam Live 7's Football League.
So you have to feel that after that Simasio goal, the floodgates just open, and it is all one-way traffic here in McKinney Hill Stadium. Nomads really going to work here, and can they add another one? Simasio with a little fake, unable to get it though. Chance now to make the score more respectable for Superbad. That one is wide.
Oh, Marga Bilusilio with that threatening chance, but a good idea there from the wing back, and they still have plenty of time to score goals. Goal difference is not really a factor in this match because there's plenty of teams participating in this tournament, but maybe in the end they could they could try to narrow this gap a bit more so that it helps them in the knockout rounds.
Oh, and another chance there coming from the pink shirts. The keeper had to be active once again. And Superbad, they don't want this to be more of a rout than it already is. So let's see whether or not they can still focus here despite being down 6-1.
And Nomads finally rotating Francisco out of the pitch. He has played a very decent match so far, providing that key defensive position at right back. Also scored a goal already for Nomads, and it's very interesting to see how these bench players of Nomads also adapt in this environment while playing 5 goals up.
Harris now did a good job stopping the attack and now running forward to attack as well. And yun nga, that is a good example of what we expect from the 7's game. That you have one of the defenders in Harris coming from the back and then just running to attack.
Well, that's how you really play the game. She wants to score. She has done her part on the defense, and she wanted to be part of the tally. Now she's back here with that corner.
Low corner goes nowhere, but it's still pink shirts. Header away for Superbad, goes straight to Semasio. That shot is wide, coming from their number 10, Chloe Hales.
Chloe Hales, good idea there from the substitutes. She has already had 2 shots so far in the last 5 minutes, and you know that she has moves to really pull off a goal. And let's see, maybe here in the last few minutes she can score one for Nomads.
Goes back to the drawing board for Superbad here, as it is now full time, 6-1 in favor of Nomads. Nomads just had way too much firepower for the Superbad Azzurri.
And Nomads doing pretty well. 3 goals in the first half, another 3 in the second, and they have done pretty well for themselves to really establish their #1 position in the women's division of the Philam Live 7's Football League.
Great performance for Nomads, 6-1 winners against the Superbad Azzurri. For all the hardworking men and women of 5+, I'm Paulo Del Rosario alongside my partner Ivan Gallares. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time here at McKinley Hill Stadium.